think nowadays the times are also changing. I mean, I myself know that without my husband's support, without my family's support, and as I said, the constant prodding, come on, finish it. You should publish. You should, showcase your work. So without that, also, I don't think coming here this early in life would have been possible. So definitely, my appreciation, my thanks goes out to them.
You had to face any challenges, Madhuri, while you wrote? I know you had a baby, and you typed while the baby slept, right?
With my first book, yes.
Yeah.
So she was 3 months old. So whenever she slept, I wrote the book when she was awake. And with the second book, which is releasing next month, it's not easy at all because now she has demands and she doesn't sleep as much. So it's far more difficult. Yeah.
Any interesting anecdotes you would like to tell our audience here about what happened when you wrote the book? Any interesting incidents?
Anecdotes as such, I mean, I guess me and my husband were really freaked out, lots of people, because suddenly we'll be out for lunch or dinner and suddenly we'll start discussing something weird or strange out of the book. And like, okay, why does this not happen? And that will be some scenario which is completely strange, and we have seen like waiters suddenly give us a weird look. What just happened? Why are you talking about stuff like that? So apart from that, I mean, yes, it was a challenge managing work and the writing together, but it kind of gave me a kind of relaxation from work. So I guess that helped a lot in getting this finished.
Okay, one slightly scandalous question here, and this is to both Madhuri, you, and to Pamela. If you go and look at the bestseller list in Crossword, right, out of the top five, three of them are the 50 Shades series, right? And this is not true about Crossword, but go to any other store or across the world, it's the same. So, at some point in time, do you want to graduate to that level, or in terms of your books, or do you want to keep it at subtle, soft romance?
Well, I kind of, well, personally, I write like what strikes me, I start writing on that. So maybe yes, if any day something like that, some inspiration like that strikes me, I might go in. Don't know about that. As of now, okay, I'm.
Yeah, I have a challenge with if God was a banker. I have to hide it out of my child's reach. Because my worry is that if she picks up that book and starts reading, and there are a few pages there which, I would probably not want her to read. She's 12 now. But yeah, you will have a challenge going forward with those kind of books.
Yes, I guess as a writer you do have that because
They're interesting, but
yeah, you want to write something and you don't know how it's going to be received by the world. But then again, as you feel what you want to write, maybe you can just go ahead on that. Let's see. I don't know how I'll manage that.
your thoughts, Madhuri?
I think I think there's love and romance in Danielle Steele and Nora Roberts and Jodi Picoult and Meg Cabot, and there's love and romance in even J.M. Coetzee. So I think I want to stick to what I know best, because once you go to a certain level of something, I mean, an audience expects that from you. So here's a challenge for E.L. James. Can she write a children's book now and make that into a bestseller? So I've written a non-fiction book, and which is going to come out next year. So I will do the things that I love doing, and hopefully it'll be on the bestseller list, but it'll be my legacy.
Pamela, what's been your colleagues' response to your writing? How many people know that you've actually written a book?
Now, once the launch was announced, yes, I had shared the news. So I think the first question was that only, how do you manage to write a book while working? So and I guess you have to make time somehow. I mean, it's not easy as we just spoke about. But
Okay, in your view, what's important in terms of? It's a very cliched question, but would you want to be known as a good author? Okay, obviously good and successful is great, right? But if you had a choice of either being known as a very good author, writes good English, great stories, or would you like to sell 500,000 copies and, people rubbish your writing and say, okay, fine, Chetan Bhagat types,
That's not a fair question to ask a first time author.
Are you saying Chetan Bhagat is not a good writer?
No, I'm not getting into that discussion at all. I don't want to get into that discussion at all. Guys, please expunge the last part of my comment, but yeah.
Okay, again, I hope that I do write good English, so I'll go with that. That okay, I do write good English, and I hope to be appreciated for my writing skills and for the stories. Because primarily, I want to be a storyteller, so that's my first concern. And like I treat my writing as something a medium to express myself when I cannot speak or anything. Like even this one, I read about this crimes related to love and all, and I just wanted to bring out, okay, why see there's this facet to it as well. So that was kind of an expression for me. So yes, I want to be a storyteller first and foremost.
If God grants you one wish,
Then I definitely want to be a successful author.
commercially successful. I think that's a very honest comment. And Madhuri, what about you? You're a commercially successful author. Anyway, sir. Mike.
I think I just want to write good work, whether it's in a film script or it's in an ad film or whatever that I do. So I know being on the bestseller list is extremely important for every author, and we struggle so hard for it to be there, from the thought that comes to writing it, to the structure, to the cover, to what goes on the back, to the photo that you will give, to just what should be put on as your profile bio, the image that you will have. Everything goes into it, and then obviously you'd want it to be on a bestseller list because that means that so many more people are reading it and they're appreciating it. So, but at the end, if it does not make a bestseller list, it's still okay because all that effort is still worth it for just doing the best that you can in life.
Okay. What next, Pamela?
Well, I'm working on another novel. Plus, I'm also trying to compile some of my short stories. I've been writing short stories for a long time, so just trying to see if I can compile a collection of that. And then I guess Mr. Sharma will be able to help out after that.
Okay. Anybody here has a question for Pamela? Oh, there's a...
Ups and downs as such in the character graph. So when you're writing a novel around each 100 pages, the ups and downs of the character, like how do you manage to accomplish that? Like you know the character development, how the character was writing and how is he at the end?
You are asking me basically that how do I develop a character for a novel as opposed to a short story, since in a short story it's much more one-dimensional, right? Well, yes, that was a difficulty because earlier I used to write short stories only, and this was my first attempt at a novel.